Before the year ends, what is gratitude is the key to entering 2026 with peace. Before we come to the end of this year, what if gratitude is that key you need to enter next year with peace, with calm? How can we as moms stay grateful as we enter a new year? It is very important. So we're going to learn in practical ways how we can stay grateful as moms as we enter a new year. But before we do that, let us look at what are the challenges, the hindrances, those things that prevent us as moms from staying grateful. Number one, most of us have unhealed pain. You've gone through a particular situation this year and you just feel it is so difficult for you to heal. The truth is that unhealed pain can block us from expressing gratitude. So do you feel pain on the inside of you? Do you feel there is something difficult you went through? That thing can prevent you from entering the next year with gratitude. But what if we begin to have a mindset shift? What if we begin to look at that thing from a different perspective? What if we begin to look at what to be grateful for that experience? So one of the reasons why we fail to be grateful, or one of the reasons why most of us are ending the year without being grateful, is because of our unhealed pain. Because when you have an unhealed pain, it blocks gratitude from you. So that is what we need to look at and watch as moms. Another reason why we fail to be grateful as we round up the year and enter a new year is because most of us see just our failures. We forget and we neglect to see our growths. The truth is that you've grown. But most times we just look at the things that we did not get. We look at our mistakes, we look at the failures, and we just think that is all that we were able to do this year. But if you can sit down with yourself, you'll be so shocked at what you've been able to achieve, the level of growth you've been able to achieve, even if it's just one area of your life. You must learn to focus on your growth, because when you do focus on your growth, it helps you to end the year with gratitude, and it ushers you into a new year with gratitude. So today, choose not to focus on your failures, rather choose to focus on your growth. Choose to focus on those areas of your life you've improved and you're doing better. Another reason why most of us fail to be grateful as we round up the year and enter a new year is because of fatigue. End of the year fatigue. Most of us are tired, we're fatigued, we're all over the place. The year is almost coming to an end. Now, most of us make Christmas an emergency, but the truth is that Christmas is not an emergency. The date of Christmas has been fixed right from a very long time, so don't make it an emergency, because when you do make it an emergency, it might get you to this point where you're stressed, and when you're stressed, it clouds your judgment. When you're stressed, it prevents you from entering a new year with gratitude. So choose not to make this end of the year an emergency for you. Choose to enter the new year with peace, with calm, with clarity. And one of the ways you can do that is to focus on what matters to you now, not to compare yourself with the next person, but focus on yourself and tell yourself, I'm going to be calm throughout the end of this year and enter that next year with clarity, with peace, and with calm. Another reason why most of us fail to be grateful as we round up the year and enter a new year, because most of us feel like, a lot of us felt like our expectations, we did not really get what we expected. Like, most of us feel like we're disappointed this year. Probably you had that big audacious goal, you had that dream, that vision, but you just felt you did not achieve it. And because of that, you're disappointed, you're discouraged. You just look at, there's no reason for you to be grateful. But the truth is that we can even learn to be grateful even in our disappointments. We can learn to be grateful even when we feel we did not achieve what we were supposed to or what we wanted to achieve. So those are some of the things we can watch. And we have to be aware of this thing so that it helps us to be stable as we round up this year and enter a new year. So we're not entering a new year and you're all over the place. You need to sort out yourself. You need to sit with yourself, reflect, and ask yourself, what are the things I can look at this year and be grateful for? So what are the practical things we can start to do to enter next year with a heart of gratitude? What are the things we can do to enter next year with peace and calm? One of the things we can do is the gratitude reflection exercise. So reflect on what you are grateful for, and you can do it in 3 practical ways. Number 1, ask yourself, what worked well for me this year? What were the things that worked for me this year? Write it down, reflect on it, and tell yourself, okay, I can improve on this. The second question you can ask yourself, what did not work this year? Then you tell yourself, what do I need to do to ensure I make this thing work next year? Reflect on it and start to run on your journey. Then the other thing you can reflect on is, what did I learn this year? What were your learnings? What were the things you learned that you can take on to next year? What were the things you learned that you want to drop and not take on to next year? Reflect on it, and it's going to help you to enter next year with a heart of gratitude, with a mind of gratitude. So today, be that mom, be that individual that chooses to reflect, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes, just sit down with yourself and ask yourself this question. It's going to do a whole lot for you. Another thing we can do to enter next year with a heart of gratitude is to turn our pain into a different perspective. Now, for every painful situation you've encountered or we've encountered, we can learn to turn it to a different perspective. We can learn to look at it from a different perspective. So, for example, ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? What did I learn from this painful situation? How can I turn this into a positive experience for me? When you go through pain, sometimes when we look critically, there might be something we need to do. There might be something we did not do, but we can look at it from a different perspective. So when you've encountered pain or difficulty or any situation, look at it from a different perspective of you growing, you learning from that experience, and you becoming better. It's going to help you to have a posture of gratitude. It's going to help you to have a mindset of gratitude. So you're going to change your focus. You're going to switch your focus from looking at just the pain, from looking at just the disappointment. You begin to look at something you can work on and improve on instead of just looking at the pain. Another thing you can do to enter next year with gratitude is to write an end of year gratitude letter to yourself. Yes, write a gratitude letter to yourself. Most of us write letters to different people, but we don't write to ourselves. When you write to yourself, there is something it does for you. Write a gratitude letter to yourself, celebrating your strengths, celebrating your process, celebrating your journey, celebrating the fact that you survived, you went through everything this year and you were able to come out strong. Write that letter to yourself, and it's going to change a whole lot for you. Tell yourself you made it. Appreciate yourself. Be grateful for where you are. The truth is that if we stay and not express gratitude to ourselves, you might wait too long for someone else to be grateful for you. So choose to be grateful for yourself. Choose to be grateful for your process. Choose to be grateful for what you've achieved, even if you think it's just little. But today, tell yourself you're going to enter next year. You're going to end this year and enter next year with a heart of gratitude. When you do that, it's going to help you to enter next year with clarity. You're going to enter next year with confidence as a mom. And I want to use this opportunity to invite you to the Confident Mom Academy, where we're going to help you walk on your journey of building clarity, building your confidence as a mom. We're going to walk you through to overcome limiting beliefs, self-doubt, fear, those things that are holding you bound. And we're going to help you to thrive in life beyond motherhood, in life in general. So we invite you on Facebook and Instagram at the Confident Mom Academy. On YouTube, we have a YouTube channel called the Confident Mom Academy, where we share loads and loads of videos that is going to help you change and transform your mindset positively as a mom. Thank you very much. My name is Chioma Odiokolo. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like this video, share this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until I come your way next time, do have a great day, and remember to be grateful, remember to stay grateful, and remember to enter next year with a heart of gratitude. Thank you and bye.